Well, hello. Hi there. It's Thursday at 3 o'clock here in Paris time, so must be time for chat with Cat. Sorry we're a couple of minutes late today. For some reason, the technical department didn't want to connect very quickly today, but here we are. So hopefully, I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds just in case there's some people that have been waiting and are going to jump on. Now I'm here because I wasn't here exactly on time. Sorry about that. So there's a little preamble. I'm just going to check out the cards like I usually do. So these are a lovely little set of cards that just kind of give one little hint of the day. One's just thrown itself out the pack. So hang on a sec. Always a good sign. Ugh. Oh yeah, indeed. Always a good sign. Do you get that? Do you get the cards leaping out the pack? I always seem to do that. So there we are. There's today's. I am grateful. So, don't we all need to remember to do that a little bit more? Don't we all need to remember to be grateful for what we actually have? Yeah, so I want to talk today about, good morning, Joanna, how are you? I want to talk today about what are you not doing? And the reason I want to talk about this actually is tied into sort of gratitude, because gratitude is actually one of the easiest things that we can do, but we forget to do it all of the time. And sometimes we can feel like everything is too far away from us. We can feel like everything is, out of our reach. That gratitude would be there if it was just a little bit closer, or I'll be grateful when I get to, or I'll be grateful when I've got. But again, what are you not doing? Gratitude is one of these simple things that we can so easily find. Gratitude is being grateful that I have this breath. Gratitude is being grateful that I can walk out the door with my dog in the morning. Gratitude for me is holding on to a yummy cup of coffee and just really enjoying it and holding it and having it and being grateful for that cup of coffee instead of just drinking it and then forgetting that you've drunk it. How often do we do that? We make ourselves a cup of coffee and leave it at the side of the keyboard, and then you go to drink it and you've already drunk it and you're like, oh, didn't even appreciate it, didn't even notice that I'd drunk it. So as we're preambling today, what are you not doing? Now, the reason I wanted to do what are you not doing today is for that same reason. That quite often, we beat ourselves up. We are very good as humans as being beat yourself up as, oh, look, my microphone, you can see that today. Ta-da! Told you, technical department, not really working today, not really functioning. So, what are we doing is very much along this line of, oh, I keep doing this thing, or we can look at ourselves and we can really be super judgmental for the things that we're doing that we shouldn't be doing. Hands up if you do that. Yeah, super judgmental. We beat ourselves up about all sorts of things all of the time. And reaching for the things that you are doing that you shouldn't be doing, or being judgmental about that sort of thing, it can feel like it's just lining us up to beat ourselves up a little bit more. And again, if we're looking at where we are in the world, if we're looking about how to see more of the moreness of ourselves, how to be on this progression, how to live more of our lives, often we set ourselves goals and we set ourselves aspirations of where we want to be and the things we should be doing, and we have these ideals of what life's going to look like. And again, then we have this perception of judging ourselves, not just by the things I am doing and things that I ought to be doing, but by the things that I have to do. Oh, to get there, I've got to do that. To do this, I've got to do that. I've got to get this done to be able to get to there. And that in that energy feels exhausting. I've got to do this so I can do that. I've got to do this, then I can do that. I've got to get that done, then I can do this. Sound familiar? So we've already looked at two very different energy functions of how we can beat ourselves up and make ourselves very agitated in the world. So today, I want to give you a really easy one. And it's just as powerful because it keeps us in the now. Keeps us in the now, which is where this breath is, which is where my reality is, which is where I am right now. So if we want to actually really look at the nowness of us, but we actually want to look at ourselves of what can I be doing for myself? What can I be doing for myself to heal or aid myself or find more ease or be in a state of I can see where I am? The easiest thing that we can do is we can go, what am I not doing? What am I not doing right now that's really easy for me to just reach out and do? And when we're doing this question, it keeps us in the now. Can you feel the energy difference of what am I not doing? What am I not doing right now is in the now. It's here. What have I got to do is in the future, and we're constantly chasing it and we feel outside of ourselves and we feel helpless to it. What am I doing means that I'm judging myself constantly. So let's just breathe into the stillness of the now. Breathe into the stillness of the right in this breath. And breathe into this awareness of what am I not doing in this moment that will bring me more ease? What am I not doing that will bring me more ease? Because the answer to all of those is literally just there. It's right there. If we can get into this question, what we suddenly realize is all of the things that I'm actually not doing that are only a breath away. All of the things that I'm not paying attention to that are just a breath away. All of the things that perhaps I'm not seeing clearly, that all I need to do is just take one breath and open my perspective a little bit more. What is it that I'm not feeling? What is it that I'm not letting myself feel right now? All of this will bring us to a state of, in this moment, what is it that I'm not doing that can bring me more ease? That can be and feel easy right now. And everything's connected in this question. If we take a chance to just literally stop and breathe and go, what am I not doing right now that's really easy, that will bring me ease? We're asking that question not just of one focus, because again, as a human, we like to have one focus because we think that one focus will then bring us more things. And then we get into this, I have to do this thing so that then I can do the next thing. And I can only do this thing if I'm doing the next thing, and then I'm forward and forward and forward and forward and forward. And suddenly I'm exhausted and overwhelmed and I'm out of my nowness. But again, what am I not doing right now that can bring me more ease, that can be easy? And all of those things are, you'll feel them. They're like there. They're right here. It's in this breath, in this nowness. And we open then the question to everything. So we're opening up the question to What am I not doing in my family? What am I not doing with my friends? What am I not doing? What am I not seeing? What am I not feeling? What about my health? What about my wellness? What about my spiritual nurturing? What about my money? What about fun? What am I not doing that will bring me more self-love and bring me more self-ease and be easy in all of those things? What am I not doing? Because, like I say, all of those are literally a breath away, because the answers are generally, you know, if I'm a writer, and you know that in your soul and the essence of you is a writer, how often do you catch yourself going, actually, I'm a writer, but I haven't written anything for a couple of days? It's probably why I'm feeling a bit jittery. Let me just grab my notebook. Or we go, what am I not doing right now? Oh yeah, I haven't actually stopped for a breath for ages. I haven't actually stopped and just allowed myself to be still. I haven't stopped and maybe taken 20 minutes for a quick meditation. When was the last time I went for a walk? Oh yeah, it's been a while. And all of these are literally just one breath away from ourselves. When we give ourselves the chance to ask ourselves this question, what am I not doing? What am I not doing that will bring me ease? What am I not doing that's easy? And all of those answers come right in and through and from our heart, because it brings us back into ourselves, brings us back into our truth, brings us back into the right now. And again, what am I not doing? What am I not doing that's fun? How can I just reach out and do one fun thing? Like, what am I not doing to make myself smile? What am I not taking that moment for? And quite often, we can go through life and feel so separate from everything. And I know it's easy to sort of see somebody doing like a live on Facebook and think, oh, they've got it all sorted. They're all really lucky. It's easy for them. It's easy for them. But in actual fact, we've all had really difficult times and continue to do so. Every human on this planet is in their own way going through their own struggles and doing the best that they can in this breath. And I shared a really lovely story yesterday on my Facebook page about a day years ago where I literally was falling apart in many ways. Life was not easy. But I'd been working with my spirit collective for the crew. I knew they weren't framed like that. I wasn't actually doing this work back then, but I kind of always knew that there was something. There was always something. But I hadn't connected. I hadn't actually reached out and asked and had that breath out and gone, I haven't connected for that support for a really long time. And I remember walking through, I live in France, and I was going to London, and I'd gone on the plane and I'd gone through the train, and then I was going from one station to the other, and I was on an underground station in the middle of central London. And I remember vividly being exhausted on my way to a meeting, and I'd got my suitcase behind me. I was dragging that behind me, and I'd got a big bag on my shoulder, and I was tired, and there was crowds of people. And I remember vividly saying in my head, when was the last time anyone even saw me? And I got on this escalator, and as it was going up, I kind of felt somebody come up on the left-hand side of me. And as I looked down, there in front of me was a man that I'd never seen before. And he'd kind of squatted down right at the side of me, so that as I lifted my exhausted eyes, he lifted his exhausted eyes, and we literally looked at each other. And he just said, hello. And in that second, I was really taken aback, because this does not happen on London Underground. Like, this does not happen. So I took a breath, and then I lifted my eyes to speak, and he wasn't there. And this was one of those moments where I really truly believe that this was actually an earth angel, or part of my collective, or some support for me, just to let me know that I'd been held in love all of this time. And that, in that moment, is one of the examples of what am I not doing? Because all of that time, all of that struggle, I hadn't actually connected to my own spirit collective. I hadn't reached out. I hadn't looked after my own spiritual well-being. I hadn't taken the time to breathe. I hadn't done that. And all of these things that are tied into this question of what are you not doing are a breath away to bring you ease. And that's like a story that is, it's a profound moment from my life. But when we think about how the universe actually supports us all of the time, how we are surrounded by love, how we are surrounded by our own collectives, how we are surrounded by our own guides, I truly and honestly believe that we all have this collective around us of this community of love. And so the biggest question that I often do is, what am I not doing? Is like, oh yeah, I haven't actually reached out today. You know, and I'm a conscious channel. I channel my spirit collective, the crew, to individuals, to hold them in a space of love, to bring through that deep connection, to refine who they are in the truth of the heart of themselves. And even I forget to do this. What am I not doing? Oh yeah, I haven't actually connected for myself today. I haven't actually done that one simple thing to allow in ease and love into my world today. I haven't done that. Because we as humans get so busy forward thinking, pushing on, planning ahead, jumping outside of ourselves, projecting ourselves into the future, or beating ourselves up about the past. So having this moment to just take a breath and go, what am I not doing right now to let in ease? What am I not doing right now to be easy? Those things are a breath away. And we know them immediately when we take a moment to just stop and allow ourselves to spread out our awareness into every aspect of our life. And every aspect of our life, as I said, being family, partnerships, fun, spirituality, our work, our money, everything, our joy, our happiness. Let yourself just expand with this question and recognize what these things are that will come to you immediately. What am I not doing to allow in ease? What am I not doing today to allow in easy? It really is a true gift to be able to give yourself just those few breaths to come back into the now, to come back into yourself, to come back into your center. And just use that gift of, what am I not doing right now to let in ease? You know, and like I say, we can go through our lives feeling like we're climbing up a mountain, you know, and some days we feel like we're climbing up a mountain and we're like flat on the rock face and we're holding on by our fingertips. And I know you know what I mean. We all have those days where it's like, oh fuck, I cannot hold on today. There's other days where we feel like we've got a huge big backpack on and we're trudging up this really rocky mountainous path. And there's other days where we feel like we're trudging forward up a hill, but it's quite a beautiful hill. You know, when we can see and feel like it's a little bit more easy today. So if we just take a second as well to recognize through all of those analogies, where are you today? You know, let yourself be in that visualization for a second and go, okay, where am I on the mountain right now? Where is today? Where is today for me on this mountain of like moving through this life? And if you're holding on by your fingertips today, just let yourself change that visualization now to let yourself have a backpack and be walking up a rocky hill. And if you're walking up a rocky hill, change the visualization right now and let yourself relax a little bit more. Let yourself relax, let yourself relax, let yourself relax. And come back into the now, come back into this moment, come back into this question of, what am I not doing to let in more ease? Because those answers are a breath away. You know, we're not stretching. We're not actually asking a question that puts more weight on. We're not actually asking, what else have I got to do? Because that gives us more weight. That gives us more anxiety. That gives us more, you know, like, oh my God, what, I can't take anymore. I really can't take anymore. Which is this question of, what am I doing? What have I got to do? Lift yourself up and out of your nowness. And just adds in more weight and more worry and more anxiety and like, oh, I've got so much to do already. But let yourself come back to wherever you are in your nowness, in your day. And take a breath. And let yourself feel into, what am I not doing to let in more ease? And I guarantee there's an answer there. It may be as simple as, oh yeah, I haven't spoken to my mum for a while. It may be, oh yeah, I meant to ring the bank about that overdraft thing. Oh yeah, I didn't follow up on that guy that wanted to come and work with me. Oh yeah, I've got that invoice that I haven't sent yet. There's always an answer in the, what am I not doing to let in more ease? What am I not doing in this breath to be easy? There's always an answer. And I'd love to know what you find through this exercise. I'd love to know what your easies are. I'd love to know what coming back into you and asking this question has made you recognize about how maybe you're always pushing forward out into the future or regretting the past. I'd love to know what this nowness of, what am I not doing to be easy? What am I not doing to let in ease? Love to know what comes up for you when you ask yourself that question. So that's for me today. I'm going to wrap it up there. And thank you everybody for coming in live. And if you're watching on replay, thank you very much for coming in on a replay too. If you are interested in finding out how you can work with me as your own coach, if you want to progress and move forward and find more of the moreness of you every day, or if you'd like a one-to-one channeled conversation with the Spirit Collective, the crew, you can find all of that information on my website, which is at uninvented.life. And also I'm offering right now a 6-month mentoring program with the crew where you get one-to-one sessions every single month, and it's super affordable, and that is available also on my website uninvented.life, and it's /warriors, I believe, but all the information is on my website uninvented.life, and I'd love to see you there. Leave me a message. Let me know what you thought about today. Let me know what's come up. And if you're not following me over on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, please go on over and follow me on YouTube. And if you're watching me on YouTube and you're not following me on Facebook, then please pop on over and follow me there. Huge love. Thank you ever so much if you've swung on by today. I really appreciate you. I can see there's a few people that managed to make it here today. Joanna, love you. Thank you for popping in. Ahmed, thank you very much. Raoul and Viv, hi Viv. Daisy and Lizzie and somebody who looks like me. We will have to investigate that. Heidi from Love Wide Open, thank you very much. I'm so super grateful that Heidi from Love Wide Open is in my world. If you're not following her, please go over and follow her. She is an absolutely amazing soul who guides highly sensitives and empaths into finding their way and navigating through life. She is the most calming human being I've ever met in the universe. So thank you very much for being here today. I will see you next week on Chat with Cat on Thursday, 3 p.m. Paris time, 2 p.m. UK time. And I think we're still 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next week.